What's up, everyone? It's Chinese New Year, and we are here in our friend Nolan's apartment. Here's everybody. There's James. That's Nolan, and then we have Shueib, who you'll probably notice from the last video. We are here at Nolan's apartment, and we're celebrating Chinese New Year. We are having dumplings in the pot right now, and yeah, it'll be fun. Okay. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay. We're good. You can. Yeah.
You situated?
Yep, there we go. Oh, just smacked my head. Oh! Okay, we're good. So Nolan is about to do a little tea ceremony, so it'll be pretty cool.
I'm gonna steep the tea now. You don't want to overcook the first steep.
Yeah, someone brought up like why so many bags of dumplings or wontons, I guess.
Would everyone like tea, I suppose?
Yes, please. Those look really good.
I can't do it while I'm pouring, I'll burn my hand. I was always taught to tap my fingers when I pour, or when someone pours my cup for me. Yes, there's a tradition about it, about how an emperor's servant wanted to bow to the emperor, but he was in disguise. And so when the emperor poured his tea, pretending to be a servant, he tapped his fingers. Ceremonious. This is expensive tea. Smell the cup too. Enjoy the fragrance. It's more than a tea. It's an experience.
You know when you're like really happy, like
Yeah.
you're not crying, but like it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, of course.
This
Hopefully
is
it's fun to do
bringing
in the
back
apartment.
This is bringing back so many facts of volunteering, volunteering at a food shelter and like delivering food to elderly people. A mix of cooking rice, a mix of learning Chinese and doing Chinese activities. I was so happy when you texted me you were coming here this year.
I was excited to know you were coming here too. It was hype, bro. I was super stoked.
Alright, so it is time for our first time-lapse voiceover. I wanted to take this time to kind of introduce our channel, whatever floats it. So the channel is run by my roommate James and I. We are both freshmen at Vanderbilt University, and the goal for this channel, honestly, is we're hoping that it can be a log of our growth. We'll post some vlogs, just having some fun. So my name is YuXiang, and I am from Houston, Texas. I am majoring in flute performance. But outside of playing the flute, obviously, I also really enjoy playing basketball. It is something that I grew up doing, and it's always, been a passion of mine. My roommate James is from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and he is majoring in mechanical engineering. So we definitely have very different majors, but he is a big fan of skateboarding. He has been skateboarding for around 5 years now, I believe. And he's pretty good. He definitely landed some cool tricks, and he has some clips that he'll probably end up posting on this channel and our Instagram. We both are on the Ultimate Frisbee team at Vanderbilt, so definitely expect some vlogs of, competitions and travels and things like that. But that's enough about me and James. Let's talk about Chinese New Year. I wanted to start off by saying it was an amazing night. Our friend Nolan was kind enough to have us over at his dorm, and our friend Shueib was able to join as well, so that was really fun. And you guys probably know Shueib from the first video, and Shueib is also on the Ultimate Frisbee team, so we're hoping that he is going to return to this channel often. So Nolan and James, they both have studied years of Chinese and they have studied the culture. So they are able to, fully appreciate the celebration of Chinese New Year. And it really made it fun, the four of us celebrating Chinese New Year together. It was definitely really cool for Nolan, James to be able to experience Chinese New Year night, even if it wasn't authentic and it wasn't the biggest party. Nolan did have some really, really fancy tea sets that he was able to bring out, and we were able to make a few steeps of fancy tea. And we did some tea ceremonies. We ate dumplings, we made rice, and we hung out, and overall it was just an amazing time. So we have made a few dumplings. We have rice in the pot.
There's some more dumplings there.
There's more dumplings here underneath this plate. Yeah, we're on a feast. 7, 6,
6、5、4、3、
2、
2、1。
新年快乐！
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 新年快乐。
恭喜发财！
So how do you know when the tea is done steaming when it starts to boil? Like
No, I'm keeping time in my head, and that's just why I'm checking my watch a couple times. So it comes from experience, but I've brewed this kind of tea so many times that I know I I steep it in intervals: 30 seconds, 35 seconds, 40 seconds, 40 seconds, 45 seconds, 50 seconds, etc.
you're good.
I do this.
That's such a good set.
I don't always do the ceremony, but I drink every day.
So we're the whole way like that. The whole.
So we're doing our toast with fancy tea for Chinese New Year. 为我们考试考好，身体健康，年年有余，新年快乐，干杯！
From the
I have to go. I'm really sorry.
It's good to have you over, man.
Thank you.
Come over anytime, bro.
I would love to.
Thank you.
So we ended up getting pretty carried away because we were really hungry, but we got our last batch of dumplings and we have rice with some pork floss. So that was our night. This was really fun.
So yeah, as YuXiang said, this was a great time. I don't get to celebrate Chinese New Year very often, nor this authentically, so pretty special for me. It was also really cool to introduce Shueib to the idea of Chinese New Year, to the celebration of that. I think it was his first time celebrating it. It's been a while, I think, since YuXiang celebrated it himself, and then I also got to hang out with Nolan and do a tea ceremony with Nolan for the first time in well over a year. I've done that once before with him, and it was a really special time when that happened, so it was cool to have it happen once again. Yeah, overall, it was a great time.
We are on the way back to our dorm now. It's currently like, 3 a.m.-ish?
45, 50, 250,
Something like that.
I feel so good, but because I had 2 Baja Blast in that tea tasting ceremony, and I don't drink caffeine hardly at all. I could spend a whole video talking about Nolan has a relationship, especially in regards to Taiwan. But all of that brought back some really, really happy memories. And Nolan and I just spent the past hour and a half reminiscing while I studied for my Chinese quiz today. This is one of the best moods I've been in a while. You might be able to hear it in the tone of my voice, but it's been a good couple of weeks between snowboarding and this. Also, he's Chinese. I've been studying Chinese this is the 7th year, and so I don't have the heritage part of it, but I won't have a deep appreciation for the culture part, and I love kind of applying what you've learned kind of thing. I find having a practical use and getting to actually celebrate Chinese New Year on Chinese New Year for the first time with in a kind of a real way, and in a scenario with friends and close friends at that. It's a really special feeling and makes me really happy. I've been looking forward to this since the week. Very rarely does a weekend do on the weekend look forward to Tuesday night. So.
Yeah. I mean, even for me, that was the first time I had celebrated Chinese New Year, like actually celebrated it in probably like 4 years. So
I think we did a good job at celebrating.
it was really fun. I mean, even if it wasn't like, not everything was super like correct necessarily.
Things were out of order.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's what made it so special. Is because like, I mean, it was with friends. The way we did it made it really fun. It was really enjoyable.
This is a side note. It has nothing to do with that. It's also, I've always had a fond appreciation for a clear night at 2 or 3 in the morning. Because just the way the air feels on your skin is just a completely different vibe, and it feels very fresh, very pristine, both freeing and like the same way that people describe like an open slate. Like it's just, I think that's also because I've walked around at night to clear my head a lot, so I associate the two. But like right now, the air is perfect, light breeze, not a peep from anything except for us talking right now. Despite not being able to hardly see stars because big city, still awesome vibe. I'm on cloud 9 right now. I have a 9 a.m. tomorrow, so it's gonna be a rough morning, but for now I can enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, it was a definitely a great night.